everyone, and welcome to the benchmarking review of the Micromax Canvas 2.2 A114. The phone features a 5-inch QHD display. At the bottom there are capacitive buttons which do light up. At the top you have a 2 megapixel front-facing camera, some sensors and the primary earpiece. A small notification LED is present in the earpiece as well. If you move over to the left of the device, you can see the volume rocker. It's really sturdy. And you have a sort of a triple tone finish. At the top you have metallic brown. In the middle you have sort of a matte grey. And the back is glossy black. The power button you can see on the right is also very sturdy. Doesn't make any clicking sounds. And again, the triple tone finish looks really good on the device. If we move over to the back, you will be able to see that it's really glossy, attracts fingerprints. At the top you have the 8 megapixel camera, LED flash, Micromax branding, at the bottom the loudspeaker. Now let's have a look at the hardware specifications. So you can see the model name, it's the A114 with MT6582 chipset. You can also see the display resolution, it's 960 by 540 pixels, that's QHD. Now let's talk about system. So you have a 1.3 GHz quad-core processor available here with Mali 400MP GPU from ARM Technologies. Now let's talk about RAM. So you have 972 MB RAM that's available in the system from 1 GB, and at present 500 MB is free. So you have a 8 megapixel primary camera with LED flash which is capable of 1080p video recording, which you can see. You also have a secondary 2MP front facing camera which is also capable of HD video recording, that's 720p. So there is a 2000 mAh battery on the Canvas 2.2 which should run the phone for about 7 hours according to Micromax. And here are the sensors. You have a proximity and light sensor as well as acceleration sensor. You can see that the proximity and light sensor are working fine. Without further ado, let's jump into benchmarks. This is AnTuTu benchmark. We are going to run the full benchmark here. We have fast forwarded the benchmarks to get to the final results quickly. Alright, so the scores are loading up. Let's jump into it. So we got a 17,078 on AnTuTu, which is truly an exceptional score. And it's higher than almost all smartphones within this price range. Now we are going to run the quadrant benchmark. Here too we are going to run the full benchmark. Let's submit the score to get a comparison chart going. So we got a score of 5906 on quadrant, which is really high and means that the phone should perform exceptionally well, and it's higher than most Indian manufactured smartphones which muster around the 4000 mark. Now we are going to run the NenaMark2 benchmark. It will test the graphics processing. Here too we got a score of 56.2 FPS, which means even high-end games should be very easily playable at decent frame rates. Now we are going to run the Linpack benchmark. First a single thread test. So you got 86.5 MFlops, which is good, especially considering MediaTek chipsets. Now the multi-thread test. It's inconsistent, we'll run that again. Let's run it once more. So we got 196.8 MFlops, which is quite good for a quad-core processor in this price range. Next up is Vellamo. We'll first run the HTML5 chapter. It will also run the V8 benchmark suite as well as SunSpider JavaScript test. So we got a Vellamo HTML5 score of 1997, which is again very high. Let's submit the scores and we'll get a comparison chart going. So you can see the leaderboard here. The Micromax Canvas 2.2 is even higher than the Samsung Galaxy S4 in this particular benchmark. Now let's run the Metal chapter. It will test the processing capabilities of the device. So we got a Metal score of 524, which is again quite high for a device in this price range and even at higher price points, which is available in the India market. Now let's see the comparison chart. You can see that the Canvas 2.2 A114 is just below the Samsung Galaxy S3 and above the HTC One X, which is really a good place to be. Now we are going to run the multi-touch test. So at present I have 4 fingers, all are detected. Now I have 5 fingers. At the top you can see that the 5 marker is shown. So it's a 5-point multi-touch display on the Canvas 2.2 A114. Well, that was the performance and benchmarking review of the Micromax Canvas 2.2 A114. The phone performed exceptionally well in all our tests and the scores are really higher than most of the Android smartphones with quad-core processors available in this as well as higher price points. At present, the Canvas 2.2 is available for around Rs 11,500 in the Indian market. And it seems that no phone can beat it in terms of benchmarks and performance, especially at this price. Well, that was all for tonight. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.